Hello, everyone. This is Teacher Mogri. I am an associate of Teacher Sabo, welcoming all of you to the Promotion Capsules online class. In this class, we run grade-specific aptitude test online classes for Principal Superintendent, Assistant Director 2, Assistant Director 1, and Deputy Director. So if you have any dream of writing and passing the GES Promotion Aptitude Test, then this is the right class for you. Because since 2017, Teacher Sabo and his team have been producing great results. Students who join our class usually come back and tell us that, Teacher Sabo, you and your team are doing a marvelous job. Through you, I've been able to achieve my dream. I am now an Assistant Director 1 through your class. So, if you are interested, make a non-refundable fee of 50 Ghana cedis only to the Momo account number 0241 423490. Let me take that again. 0241 423490. And the account name is Stephen Sabo Da Balor. That is Teacher Sabo's personal number. After making payment, do well and call, text, or WhatsApp Teacher Sabo so that as soon as possible you will be added to your grade-specific class or your prescribed class. In today's session, we are going to look at one important aspect of test taking. And I am highly privileged and thankful to Teacher Sabo for choosing this topic for me. We are going to be looking at test-taking strategies. Specifically, we'll be looking at how to tackle multiple choice and then true or false questions in examination. Usually, majority of test takers find it very, very difficult to handle multiple choice and true or false questions. So in this session, I am going to give you a step-by-step guidelines on how to handle such questions in examinations. So do well and watch this video to the end so that you will not miss any vital point. So I am going to break the lesson into two sections. First, I want us to handle how to answer multiple choice questions. Then after, we will look at how to tackle true or false questions. So let's get started. When you are given multiple choice questions to answer, these are the guidelines you should follow. When answering multiple choice questions, how do you select the right answer from multiple options? First of all, you need to read the entire question before looking at the answers. Don't read the question halfway. Read it completely to the end before you look at the answers. Even before looking at the answers, after reading the question, do well and come up with your own answer. Then you compare your answer to the options or the choices given. If your answer somehow is similar to one of the options, then that option is likely to be the right answer. Before you can also select the right answer, you need to watch out for decoy answers which seem right at first glance. Majority of answers in multiple choice questions, when you look at them at the first glance, they seem to be the correct answer. So, don't read one answer and select it as your answer when you have not read the remaining choices. So read all the options before you decide which answer to select. Once you select an answer, never change it until you are truly certain that that answer is wrong. Usually, you select an answer which you think is right, then a few seconds later, your instinct tells you that this answer you have selected seems to be the wrong answer. So you go and change it, then you select another one. Before you do that, make sure that you are sure that that answer you selected is absolutely wrong before you can change it. After reading once, a question may seem confusing or hard. So, in this case, look at it from another angle. Restate the question, or you can even draw a picture to help you bring up the right answer, or to help you bring clarity before you can choose your answer. In many instances, after reading all the options or alternatives, you don't still get the answer, or it seems like none of the answers seem to be correct to you. So, if you read these alternatives and you don't know the right answer to the question, these are the guidelines you can apply. 1. Rephrase the questions to include the answer. What does this mean? It means that you will read the question by adding the options, the alternatives. Pick each of them and read it in the question. If it doesn't sound like the correct answer, you pick another option, read it with the question. And when you do that, you'll be able to know which of the options sounds right. So that one is going to be your answer. Point number 2, read the question carefully. Be mindful of negatively worded questions, such as, which of the following is not? Or the use of absolute words. For example, which of the following is always? Da, 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 da. Or which of the following is never? Da, 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 da. Or which of the following is only? Or all the following are this, except. So in this case, turn the answers to these questions into true or false questions. It will help you to pick the correct answer. Number 3, in multiple choice questions, which have at least 2 of them being correct or seeming correct. If 2 of the options seem correct, what you need to do is to select all of the above as your answer. So, sometimes a lot of us read too much into the questions. Please stop doing that in multiple choice questions. Don't look for patterns that aren't really there. Just because answer C has appeared 3 times in a row doesn't mean C isn't the correct answer to the 4th question. Sometimes you read a particular question, maybe question 1, the answer is C. Question 2, the answer is C. Question 3, the answer is C. And then question 4, C seems the correct answer. But you are looking at, if the first one is C, the second one is C, the third one is C, the 4th one should not be C. It can be C. Or it could be C. So, that shouldn't deceive you. Okay? So, please trust your knowledge of the material before you begin to make use of these patterns or not to make use of them. Now let me give you 2 ways or tips to tackle multiple choice tests. 1. Go through the test and answer the questions you know. Mark and skip questions you do not know. Once you have gone through the whole exams, go back to answer any questions you skipped. Because if you sit down because you don't know an answer to a question, you sit down and waste your time thinking about it. So the best thing to do is to go and answer the questions you can answer. When you are done, then you come back and then answer the questions. Try your best and answer the questions you skipped. Point number 2. Start at the first question and keep going, question by question, until you reach the end. Never leaving a question until you have either answered it fully or made an educated guess. So, if you are answering multiple choice questions, don't go and start from the middle or from the end. Start from the beginning, following the questions consecutively or systematically or orderly. And you don't skip any question until you make a guess of it. If you don't know it entirely, skip it for the first time, and when you are done answering all the questions, you come back and try your best to provide an answer to them. Now let us go and look at the true or false questions. How to answer true or false questions. When you are to answer true or false questions, it is good to prepare very well. If you are in doubt of the true or false answer to a question, then you can use the following strategies to help you choose the best answer. 1. Remember that a statement must be 100% true or 100% false. So before you can choose a true answer to a question, you must be certain that that statement must be totally true. If you are also selecting false, you must be certain that that statement is completely and 100% false. Statements which include absolute words such as always, never, only are usually false. Please note that. Statements which usually include absolute words such as always, never, only, in true or false questions, they are usually false. Again, statements which contain qualifiers such as probably, sometimes, generally, they are usually true. So when you come across such questions which contain probably, sometimes, generally, or any other qualifiers, then these questions are usually what? True. Statistics suggest that instructors, people who teach and they set questions for their students to write, that they usually include more true statements than false statements. Long statements are often false. This is a trick. Long statements are often false. It only takes one word to make a statement false. So the statement can be as long as anything, but one word in that statement can make the statement false. Each word added increases the chances of the statement being incorrect. So take note of that. Always answer every true or false question. You have a 50% chance of getting it right. So when you are answering questions which have true or false questions, do well and answer all of them, because you have 50% chance of getting the question right. Please, one other tip I want to share with you is, if you are going to take a test and there is a module, a recommended module or book that the instructor has prescribed and has told you severally that use that book, or he keeps emphasizing on the use of the book. If you want to have the chance of answering most of the multiple choice questions or true or false questions correctly, I advise you to do your best possible to read the entire book. Because if an instructor tells you, this is a book I am recommending to you, it means that when you read that book entirely and understand, there is no single multiple choice question that will be able to beat you in examination or in the test. So that is the last option I am encouraging you to take note of, because with multiple choice questions, if there is a module or a book that the instructor is using, majority of the multiple choice questions are going to come from the book. So reading the entire book and understanding it will give you the upper chance of scoring majority or the highest percentage of the multiple choice and true or false questions. This comes to the end of my presentation, and I hope that this presentation is very, very beneficial and you enjoyed it. Don't forget that in this promotion capsule online class, we run grade-specific aptitude test online classes for principal superintendent, assistant director 2, assistant director 1, and deputy director. So if you want to join our class and pass your promotion aptitude test and get promoted to any of the above ranks, then do well and get registered by making a non-refundable fee of 50 Ghana cedis to the Momo account number 0241 423490, 0241 423490, and the account name is Stephen Sabo Dabalor. And after making payment, please do well and call, text, or WhatsApp Teacher Sabo, and immediately you shall be added to your grade-specific class. Thank you so much for your time and patience, and I hope you will apply all the tips that we discussed in the lesson. And I hope to see you another time. Bye-bye.